be grown. So 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we had gone to UP, Gujarat, Nepal, and obviously Delhi as well, and we had a key focus on key industries like mining, and we were able to make some connections happen. There's business that's happening as a result of that trade mission. 2 years later, we can see, and 2 years before, the situation wasn't the best, but we were still able to make something of that. But this year we went with the momentum built from last time, and we focused on Assam, UP, and sort of the Chandigarh region. And we had some very good meetings, B2B, with the government as well, and with the bureaucrats as well. All three sort of key people that are necessary to grow the trade between India and Canada. So we had great meetings, and it's resulted in already a couple of investments that are happening on a smaller level. So the SMEs, I think Videshi is going to announce one of the big projects I know a lot of people are coming together on. That's going to be a big investment in UP, but representatives that were along with us. So on the corporation side, sort of corporation to corporation, there's a lot of stuff happening on that end, and even last time we were able to help some corporations connect and do that. So we want to expand on that, and keeping that in mind, we're going to be doing 3 Invest India, Invest Canada events, the key signature events of our chamber. Those 3 Invest India, Invest Canada are going to be area specific, location specific, and industry sector specific. So we're going to be holding 3 of them across Canada. Locations are going to be decided, some on the west coast, some on the east coast. And obviously we're going to look at the industries as well, where there's overlap and where there can be trade in between the sectors. And then obviously on the Indian side, we're going to have the UP government involved in one of them, the Haryana government involved, and perhaps the Gujarat government involved. But we're going to be sitting down and seeing where we can make the best fit and best potential for growing ties. But that's what we've done and where we're heading to. And I'm going to pass it along to delegation to go into a little bit more detail.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sagarji. That was great. Let's give a round of applause to Sagarji. Appreciate that. As a trade mission chair, thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk about the detail. First of all, this we started January 1st to January 10th, and the best part is we do the 20 delegation, and people are coming from all different states. So we do have the people from Ontario, we have people from BC, we have people from Alberta, even Saskatchewan, and different ethnicities. We do have the white people as well, and they really like it that the way we arrange it. And he really got good contact, and so that thing was really nice. Kusagreji made this very nice. I think everybody had this one. It is very detailed report, and it do include everything. It says what we did, what is our proposed things and everything. So that was a fantastic thing. One thing about I was today reading the media report. It says that India and Canada education is a breeze, and education right now they say 300,000 Indian students are here in Canada. So we focus one of the areas in education. Even when Mark Carney went there, they talked about they need a lot of tie-ups with the big universities, IITs, and a lot of university here as well. So that is one of the very important aspect. And as a part of that, in CHCC also did a 4 big MOU with the public university in Uttar Pradesh, and with Honorable Rajipal in presence of that, we did that a very nice ceremony. And we already start working on that. She was mentioning that hey, you don't only do the MOUs, but you start acting on that. And as a part of that, we already connected with one university, and we connected 10 different organizations here in Canada as a platform of the CHCC, and they are talking with each other. So the education sector was really, really good. It worked out very well. Another highlight, biggest highlight was that the meeting with the Yogiji. And we had a 45 minutes, we talked, and he explained that how the UP has changed, and how easy to do the business for even the people who are living in India and people living outside. And we talked a lot about the MSME, tourism, education, infrastructure, and services. And as a matter of fact, we are launching our first project. Naresh is going to talk about that. We have already started working, and whatever the Yogiji is very excited about this project. So we are working with that, and we will start with that very soon. Then we do the great meeting. We went to the Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly also, and we see that how it transformed digitalization. He talked about the transparency, how UP has before 25 years and now. And he gave a really good idea. Even we were in India, we do not know, but now we know a lot of good things about that legislative. Satish Mahanaji has given a really good opportunity. And one great meeting happening with Investment UP. And one thing which we really impressed, which was the Nivesh Mitra single window system. That anybody just you put that and everything worked out very well. And he talked about quite a big project that starts from 5 crore to 100 crores. And you can set up energy sector, say a solar power plant, anything. Government is helping to finding up the land, and many was very concrete things he talked about. So that was a fantastic thing. And before that, we visited Assam with help of our co-convener Amit ji. He set up everything in Assam. We about to meet CM, but they have made some changes, so last moment we could not. But MIDC, we do a very good meeting. This is one of the fastest growing state is Assam right now, and they are also very friendly. That how you can do the investment, and they provide all the information. So Assam was a really key area which we talked about. And then we met up with our couple of our partners. Like we met in the Delhi. We did a good meeting with the press club with one of our MOU holder. And then another meeting which we did Indo-American Chamber of SME. They hosted us also in Lucknow and Delhi as well. And as of right now we are talking. For our International Women's Day on March 14th, we are collaborating doing with Indo-American Chamber of SME. So their CEO is coming online, and we are doing the collaborative work. So the main part, what we are talking about as a CHCC, we are just not only talking, but we are implementing the things what we are doing. And then we do have a meeting with our trade commissioner. He was very happy, and we give that, hey, the way the government is talking about right now that we want to reaching in 2020, 30 by 50 billion, we want to be a key player. And he was really happy that, okay, you are doing. And the best part is, after rejuvenating the relationship, the CHCC was the first organization as a privately went for the trade mission. So that's really a proud moment for us. And then we met Honorable Defense Minister Rajnath Singh ji, and he really talked about, say, Indo-Canadian Strategic Corporation and diaspora engagement. He mentioned, and we are working on that direction as well. Same way, we had a great meeting with the Honorable Minister of Youth and Affairs, Mansukh Mandalia ji, and he emphasized on the youth development, sport infrastructure, and skill building initiative. Also, as Kusakri ji mentioned, we do have the meeting with Haryana CM, and really fruitful. There are some of the initiatives we are going to start right away. Also, one of the great meeting happening with Agriculture University's Vice Chancellor, Dr. B.R. Kamoz, and we were talking about that there is a lot of potential between Canada and India working in this specific sector. Research, joint project, sustainability, and food system that they were talking about. And above and beyond, the best part which we like it, Yogi ji invited us to visit specifically Ayodhya, Kashi, and Prayagraj. So as a delegation, we went all the three places. Really enjoy, get a lot of good spiritual energy, and at the same time we explore the possibilities of religious tourism, and that is our first project which we are talking about. So overall, it was really very successful. A lot of people did a great work. We really appreciate our, all the team members who did a great work, and specifically Kusagre ji, despite of he had a lot of family situation, but he really put in a tremendous effort. So let's give a round of applause to Kusagre ji. Amit ji had put in a lot of effort for setting up everything in Assam. Anand ji, Vijay ji, everybody is behind the scene. They really worked very hard. And not last but not least, Naresh ji did a really, even he was a family vacation, but he visited Lucknow for providing some information so that we do a fruitful meeting with the UP. So let's give a round of applause for the Naresh ji as well. Basically, we are now working, implementing all the initiatives, strengthen the bilateral economic corridor, and working more and more that how we could able to become a key player between India and Canada relationship. And we always thankful to SBI, especially Amit ji and Manish ji. We are appreciate that your cooperation. You are always our sponsor for our Dantes Gala, and becoming and that's the reason that we all come here. We cooperate each other, and how we can do something better. So with that, I think I'm pretty much done. Thank you for listening to me. That is a quick report, and we are going to send you this report for the media as well. They do have all the report what we are talking about, the numbers and things we do out here. Now moving forward. I think we would like to launch our project quick, and then because CJ want to leave, so we will. So for that, let me invite our past and most past president and the most active person for the CHCC, Naresh Chawla ji.
Thank you, Rakesh ji. Round of applause for the So, Honorable CGI, on the busy schedule you give time for today, and we are here again. As in your presence, we start our year of corporate service for our trade mission. It was successful with the help of you and Government of India, and many institutes like SBI Canada. We have a very good relation, and that's come up with one of the project we want to initiate. I think we talked primarily myself and Kushal when we met, and when we met, Invest UP, particular the tourism department of UP, and yeah, Ministry of UP and other our local chamber also. So there is a say is coming from the government side over there, and many members who attended the trade mission, and then after we have a meeting with our couple of chapter head. Like we have a very successful chapter in BC, Alberta, and various places. And we have trade mission attendees not only from GTA. We are here who are in Toronto, but we have people and businessmen came from BC, Alberta, even Manitoba, and those areas also. So there's a 2-3 pages like you have with you, all of you. This is one proposal we plan, and after discussion with a couple of our local key businessmen who are our members, and primary talk with the Indian counterpart of our chamber over there. So those people will discuss. So we will send you the e-copy also for record, and on screen also there. Just I am giving the brief idea what exactly we willing to plan. So as mentioned, after meeting with the Honorable CM of Uttar Pradesh, Mani Yogi Adityanath, Governor Anandiben Patel, and Legislative Assembly Speaker, and various other local chambers, and we have a field visit to all 3 places as mentioned. And this is definitely is a chamber. We are working for commerce, but it's a Hindu chamber. So we want to start with the one hospitality project with 50 units in a 50-kilometer radius area somewhere in Ayodhya, and that's 100% we want to go ahead with the Indian counterpart here from your side. So we to you in the loop everywhere on all communication what possible. And government of UP also, they are excited about that. We have after trade mission also we have some communication with them. So people's private partnership kind of PPP project we are planning, and almost 22 our members. It's not going to be big investment. I can say this is a mid-cap investment. You can count part of the India-Canada relation. But our target is a $10 million investment within 1 year to next 3 years total. It's divided like we come up with one option, and that's maybe we need to talk with the UP government and via your channel how it's possible. Maybe corporation we can create in Canada or India as a OCA holder, whatever the viable. But more or less we are come up with the next 3 months. We try to come with 100 members who are committed $10,000 as a shareholder. So this will be a separate corporation. So basically, as mentioned on the second page, the CHCC is providing platform. There is no any liability of CHCC. Personally, a separate corporation for profit for member actually, but only CHCC member will be a shareholder of that particular corporation. So $10,000 one share and 10 share each person. So $10,000 they give, and $90,000 commitment agreement they are going to sign. If those $1 million and remaining $9 million commitment from our members, we come up with the project to government, and we want to start over there 50 unit hospitality project. And as many people in hospitality industry in North America, the Hindu, there are one doctor group from US side also, they are excited for this kind of project, but they are looking for us. And once we move forward, maybe many other opportunity for India and religious investment, religious cities, they have more investment from NRI or OCI community possible. So this project will be 50 units. Each night unit we are planning. It will be a kind of one small bedroom and one living area with a small kitchen over there. That's we are planning, and 50-kilometer radius surrounding Ayodhya somewhere. It is a like if I have one unit, I invested as a 10 shareholder. By 10 shareholder, I invest 100K. Then I get a 1 unit investment. But those 1 unit not like identify particular unit, what is a common partnership, a cooperative kind of holding corporation will be. And I can use this unit for 1 month whenever I want from myself, my friends or any otherwise, and remaining 11 months, management company will run as a hospitality project, or they can rent it out to other people in the same area. Because many NRIs and OCI, now they don't want to go and do the darshan or those kind of religious places only. They want to stay for a week or 2 or maybe a month for their spiritual need or those kids. And they are businessmen, they are maybe well to do over here, or they are family or friends. So that way we want to start. There are many Indo-Canadian or Hindu-Canadian people say they have expertise or highest level of expertise in hospitality industry in North America. That expertise we use for this project over there. In the same way, definitely is we count like nearby 65 crore investment. Our plan to execute within 1 year at least, and we are committed. Already 22 members already committed to come up with the investment option, including almost all over here today. And there are many members from BC. So it's exclusive for CHCC members only. So if anyone want to join, they can become a member and they can join with this project also. But that project we want to announce today. Hope for the best and help of the community and members. I think we will execute this project, and it will be a fruitful example between the very positive relation between India and Canada. And it's a help to the Indian economy also. And same time, Canadian and Canadian Hindu also get benefited.
Yeah, thank you so much. That is fantastic things. Yeah, thank you. Now, can I request the CEO of the SBI, host of this event? We truly appreciate your cooperation, support, and always there. So, address this occasion.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. First, I would like to thank Canada India and this Canada Hindu Chamber for a detailed briefing. I truly appreciate what done by you and the India Canada corridor. My greetings of Institute to Mr. Kapil Pradhan Singh, acting CGI, and overall the Indian mission, which is instrumental in the thaw we are seeing in our Indo-Canada relationship right now. 1 year before or 1.5 years before, nobody expected that kind of rebound.
Yeah.
So probably the credit goes to his office. Overall Indian mission in Canada, Vancouver, everywhere. So, and then on behalf of SBI Canada, like we are a subsidiary of largest bank in India, obviously. So we would like to be a bridge of this enhanced trade activity between Indo-Canada, and we are really geared up to support that corridor in whatever way possible. So we SBI Canada will always be there. And whatever support is required from the State Bank of India to facilitate that trade, enhanced trade. As you know, Mr. Carney visit the target for now the enhanced target is $50 billion trade in 2030, which is roughly 3 times from the present level of trade. So obviously there will be a lot of scope for additional business, and we are ready to facilitate that business. So, I won't take much time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manish Mislani. I appreciate your post, and we are always thankful to Amit ji and all the entire SBI team that's supporting us whenever we need to. Thank you very much. Now, without taking much time, let's hear from the best of the best. As he mentioned, he's very active everywhere. Even he's such a nice person. Somebody is Anandji putting something on the CHCC LinkedIn, and he liked that. Oh my God. He's so busy, but still, we truly appreciate that. Encouragement boosts us a lot of energy, and we could able to move. And as Naresh mentioned, this is the first project, but we are committed to do a lot more. Yeah. And it is just beginning. And you could see that big potential coming from the CHCC. So over to you. Thank you for your time and everything.
Thank you, and first of all, congratulations to all of you for leading and executing such a successful trade mission to India. I think there have been several trade missions that have happened and has been happening, but I think yours was truly remarkable because it was the first that happened after the 2 prime ministers met, and I think by the amount of meetings you've got and the levels of meeting that you've got, I think one of the best so far. So thank you. To your team, organizers, And I know the challenges that were there. At some stage we wanted to include Nepal, we wanted to include Bangladesh as well, but at some future, now the two countries have a very stable new governments in place. I think next mission will definitely have, and I have you here, so I so definitely will do, you'll be able to do Bangladesh and Nepal, so hats off to all of you. I think Manish ji and Amit ji, thank you so much for inviting me here. This is my first time. As a customer, I've been coming to your branch, but the quarters first time. So thank you for offering your place and for the excellent arrangements. I think I was thinking I'll address 2 or 3 issues or topics which I thought will be relevant for the future. I mean, we have done well, but we can do much bigger in the coming days. So one of the things we have been talking with both SBI and ICICI banks is that how they can be more prominent in the bilateral trade that is happening. They are very big present in the community here in terms of retail and other businesses. But how do we make them beneficiary of also what's happening between the 50 billion trade that will happen? So, because SBI, for those of you who attended our budget session, and as Manish mentioned, 20% of our GDP comes from SBI. And more importantly, 20% number is the number of branches they have in India. So there is a old saying in India that the branch manager in SBI knows the real pulse of what's happening in our country. So, you have the opportunity to leverage that wealth of information they have. You mentioned Ayodhya, you mentioned wherever you want to do this project, there will be an SBI branch who will give you everything end to end of all the knowledge that you need. So use that leverage that you have. I'm not saying use only SBI, but they are very well suited, and this is perhaps the best that we got. So coming to CHCC, I think 2 or 3 things important that happened in this trade mission was I think all the chief ministers and the dignitaries that you met, they were already receptive of the positivity compared to your previous mission that took place when I was very new here. This time there was a lot of reciprocal positivity from their side, and that goes to show that how the 2 prime ministers, when they're talking, it is not just between Delhi and Ottawa, but it's percolated down to states. And secondly, on the it's important also for us to think, when we reach $50 billion trade, how much of that pie will come to CHCC? You're a business chamber, and I'm not a businessman, but I understand you need to have business for you to survive. So start looking at on the bilateral front. Now most of your businesses might be doing very well within Canada, but this is where the MSME collaboration with India is very important, and vice versa for them. And I don't need to classify the sectors, you know better than me, but I think more important for us now is to do these weekly or monthly webinars and VCs with your counterparts in India, like you mentioned UP or any chamber. I really like the idea of Indo-American Chamber of MSMEs. You're doing a webinar with the CEO. So those are the opportunities. It need not be having 100 attendees, even 5 are coming, and have a regular touch upon points. That will be important. You mentioned education. In education itself, both countries now, and if you see the deliverables of Carney's visit, 80% is on education, but it is not the traditional education, student-led education collaboration that Canada is used to. Now both countries are talking about skill-based immigration. Both Canada is saying they want skilled people, India is saying we want to send skilled people. So if you see Dalhousie that have opened, UFT that has opened, Simon Fraser, they are all looking at skilling people in India before they come to Canada. Now, India perhaps has more than 1,000 universities and colleges, So I'm not saying that every opportunity is gone. There is opportunity for educationists like you to set up something in India, skill people and bring them here. One of the ideas which we have been working very closely and we will see the fruits now is on the nursing skilling. I don't know how many of you know, but we launched a pilot with University of New Brunswick 3 years ago with Manipal Institute in Manipal. So they have now it's actually their first batch is going to graduate this month and I'm attending that event. So it's a very innovative program where nurses are studying in India on a Canadian pedagogy, and then they are coming pre-certified with the Canadian licensure exam. So they are ready to get onto the job rather than coming here, writing that exam, wasting for two years, incurring a lot of expenditure here, and then not even sure that they will get it. So 40 nurses are going to be absorbed in University of New Brunswick Health Network this April. And that's not just one. So in Ontario, for example, or you're present in Saskatchewan, or wherever you're present, it's important. You have the strength of understanding the Canadian side. You can partner with the Indian side. I know, for example, George Brown is looking at training people in shipbuilding in India. So you could build a bridge. You understand India, you understand Canada. So those are the avenues that are coming up. It's important for us to grab those opportunities way in advance and use these missions, that networks that you build in India and Canada to help this. Last point on thing, I think first of all, thank you CHCC for working so fast on a call given by Yogi ji 1 month, 2 months ago. So I think the speed is remarkable, and that is your I would say USP. You move very fast. You are expanding very fast. I always keep saying that you're the fastest growing chamber here. Great vision, great concept. Something where it's also linked to the Hindu mythology, Hindu practices, and Hindus who left India, doing well in other countries, are coming back. There is a very famous Ganga Talao in Mauritius. I don't know if anyone from Mauritius is here, which is built by Girmitias who went to US and Canada. They built the Ganga Talao in Mauritius, and that is the #1 holy place. Even Prime Minister Modi visited there when he was there in his first visit. So things, iconic pilgrimage facilities are always very welcome. My only suggestion here, and you are expert in hospitality, I am not, but my 2 suggestions will be: one, it needs to be a self-sustaining business. Otherwise, it will do well for a couple of years, and then maintenance and all those things will come into place. So I like the idea of you having a running model through a business manager. Second is, it will require a lot of coordination in UP before even the first brick is laid, in terms of land acquisition. Government will give you land at a very nominal rate. So you would need some anchor in Lucknow to get this going before you are actually doing the Shilanagas. The third point I wanted to mention is that, in terms of business model, yes, I think you'll have to see where you want to register that entity. If you register in India, then you are retail investor from Canada into India, which is allowed in OCI. And that has a lot of benefits if you have an Indian entity. If you want, you can have a Canadian entity also, but I think there are challenges in terms of getting nominal rate land in India if you're a foreign entity. So those things you can decide, but more important is, I think, will be the getting land acquisition, getting the collector's order, setting up your entity in India. So while you are canvassing on the fundraise, parallelly you can also start that. It's very good Yogi ji is involved, but end of the day it has to be a bottom-up process, and bottom-up process in India for land matters start at the block level. So you need somebody who can handhold, who can run your files across. So that is my suggestion. I think it's a brilliant idea. It will require at least 2 months of consistent follow-up before to get the land patta. Once the land is available, your entity is registered, then it's a pure business. You're setting up a real estate and running it. So which is, I'm not saying easy, but which is something which you are more familiar with. But the first part, because if you go on a commercial rate of land, it will be very uneconomical. So, and plus what will be the model of the entity? Will it be a not-for-profit? Would you be drawing profit back to Canada or US? So that will also determine your rate at which you get it. If you're not for profit, you'll get a nominal rate. If you're for profit, then you'll not get then it's a commercial enterprise. So those things you will need to finalize. But I think it's a very remarkable gesture. I'm hoping, I'm sure you'll be doing press releases around it. So that's a good way to approach, and it'll be a good announcement from Canada. My last suggestion is that I saw here, I think governor, you can put up, which is protocol-wise, governor is before you release to media.
Yes.
Because
Thank you.
so just since it's come to my eyes, otherwise it's okay. So with this, I think once again, thank you very much for inviting me. I wish I would have stayed longer, but as I mentioned, I'm meeting the minister who's responsible for whatever I've spoken. David Puccini in an hour and so, and I'm going to talk about the same thing that I spoke just now, was skill-based migration.
I'm the branch head at our flagship branch of SBI Canada in downtown.
Yeah, please go ahead.
As previously mentioned, SBI Canada is a 100% owned subsidiary of State Bank of India, India's largest bank. Here in Canada, we have 7 operational branches and a fully supportive back office at Mississauga with our head office where we are currently placed. SBI Canada offers services in deposits as well as advances sides. In the deposit sides, we offer 3 variants of savings accounts, checking accounts, GICs. We give excellent rates with GICs. We have TFSAs, RRSPs, all products basically which are required for a fully functioning bank. Please feel free to contact us for any of such services for either you or your known personnel. We also offer exceptional remittance services. If you want to send money from Canada to any part of the world, India included, or vice versa, if you want to bring in funds from India to Canada, we'll be more than happy to help you. If you could just change the slide. And next page. Our residential mortgage product here is one of the best products that the bank caters. I'm just going to pass on to my colleague to explain more about it.
Thank you.
That's also need of time also.
Thank you, Namita. Thank you, and thank you so much, CHCC, for being here and your time and availability and listening to our SBA products. Regarding mortgages, which is a very big thing in Canada, because it takes a lot of time for people to save money as a down payment, and they want to make sure that they are getting a best advice on their home financing needs. So when we talk about the mortgage, so the mortgage is more classified into 2 different ways, which is insured and uninsured mortgages. So we, as SBA Canada Bank, we help with insured, uninsured mortgages as a lender in Canada. And we also provide our customers, which is HELOC, which is a revolving portion, so which our clients can use when they want to utilize in circumstances where they find they need emergency funds, they need money for vacations, and they need money for their kids going to university, or the money to give as a gift for kids as a down payment. So the HELOC works over there. Another thing is in terms of rate. That is the biggest part of our discussion when clients approach us. Our rates currently are beating big 6 banks right now, and we are also working in a direction where we are able to have a very our products are very competitive in the market, and we are also offering additional discount when they open an account with us, and they get additional discount on rates. coming to the accommodation with our branches, so we have staff which speaks almost all the languages which our people in
Most of
India
the
speak,
popular
most of the
languages.
popular languages. So in terms of catering the needs of seniors and young people and the working professional, we are able to provide the proper advice to them. Our request from you is that we know that you have multiple social media access and WhatsApp groups, and we would like to request you if you can share our business cards over there and ask them to connect with us so we can provide a better advice on their home financing needs. Thank you. And I will pass this to Shamil from our corporate side. He will be able to provide guidance on corporate and commercial lending.
Thank you again. I'm Shamil. I'm taking care of corporate and commercial banking. On top of that, I'm taking care of CRE as well. This is the corporate commercial CRE. And in this particular trade finance sector, we are focusing on export, especially export side, and also import side as well. So before, we didn't have any trade product to offer, but right now we are very much active and we are trying to promote our trade finance product to our clients. In terms of India and Canada bilateral relationship, Canada is trying to promote and India is trying to promote their trade business, and that's why we are seeing the opportunities. So in trade finance, there are two legs, export and import. We are offering full suite trade finance in terms of export and import. When we're talking about import, we are talking about LC, we're talking about SBLC, we're talking about guarantee, and anything discounting product. So if you need even supply chain finance product, that thing we can do as well. On top of that, we are also active in CRE. So in a domestic front, for CRE, we are only offering to income producing properties. So that front we are also active. So like I was mentioning, my card is there already with you. I'm really hoping to see any communication. Just drop me an email and we will connect and talk about trade finance and CRE front.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why not only the income producing? Why not equity based?
Income producing is more it's a safe investment. We are not trying to be more aggressive in that field. In our policy wise, we are only promoting, taking care of the income.
No, my question is that if somebody has got a $10 million plaza and even if there is no rentals, they will not, if he needs only 50% LTV.
Yeah, I mean,
That means if it is
that will not meet our
but you have already 50% equity is already there.
Yeah, that's true. But right now, we are focusing on income producing only. That's.
I request the two gentlemen, please look into that.
I will add, give you the reason.
Yes.
As a bank lender, as a bank, we are not like a typical money lender kind of thing. Bank as an institution, we look for repayment of loan through cash flow from the business, not by selling the property. Selling the property comes in a distress when everything goes for a toss, that account has turned bad. Then we look for repayment of loan through sale of property. The primary objective of repayment of loan is from the income generated by the business. Bank, we will never intend to, that's what there is saying that, bank will never intend that your business will go down and then we earn from that. Our earning purpose is that you earn, your business should grow and then our loan gets repaid. That's what this comes at. We look for
to counter that, sir, what happened in the new plazas and all these things, immediately you don't get the renters. Immediately you won't get. It takes time to get settled down because it may be then in between if he gets the finance from someone else, equity based.
Then you give a cash flow from other business. That cash flow is available. Ultimately, it has to be a cash flow based lending.
Yeah, we also take care of case to case. I mean, if there is any special case, then we definitely can take a look into that. Because like you were mentioning, if there is a new
We do balance sheet funding also. Balance sheet funding, we are entirely like nothing but this property is only a security. However, that funding is based on your balance.
Yeah. So thank you so much once again. I'm passing it to Namrita again.
So our cards are available on the table with you. For any doubts, please feel free to drop an email to us. We also provide NRI services for opening accounts with State Bank of India in India. They are all done digitally. Within 1 day, you will get your NRO and NRE account number. We also have a fully equipped mobile application app with SBI Canada. So you can use the app to create GICs, to open account and whatnot. So we are really thankful for all of you to be present today, and we look forward for a fruitful association. Thank you.
I think on behalf of Kushagaraji, I want to say like majority we have, as you mentioned previously, or for further also say like go with SBI.
I'm with SBI as well.
There's a reason for the brand name.
And what we do as a organization, we have a membership across Canada.
Right, sir.
Definitely we come up with a commercial mortgage and residential mortgage, other products of NRI or CI community provided by SBI. Yes, we will make a one webinar and
Yes.
with them we will definitely excited with
For
this.
sure.
definitely.
But that will be there permanently and with all contact detail over there also.
Yes.
And many people, I say like it's a need of many like NRI or CI community.
Right, sir.
Yes.
And particularly in the non-urban area or semi-urban area, I can
Right.
say. And we have very good presence. Like we have Southwest Ontario chapter, and there are almost more than 120.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's visible, sir. I have seen your LinkedIn and I have seen your community involvement. I was telling about that, and it's visible over there. It's
And that's the goal, that's why we came here, so build a
Yes.
relationship, talk
Yes.
with each one of them. And each one of them are organization. Like if you talk about Ganeshji is himself is organization because they are connecting with lot of
Yes.
Odia people. Like, Ronakji is very active in the Jain community.
Yes.
Okay, the Dada is very active in, in Bangladeshi community. So this each person is a community. So very, very thankful to, he is also, Amitji is also from his Bangladesh community. Vijalji is working very big time in IT and he is also active in a Jain community. Neilji has his big business for the insurance. So you can talk about, and then we have Asutoshji, he is from the UP, so he is working with the UP kind of the, all kind of the community as well. So this is not one person, each one of them is a community. So please connect with them, and we definitely going to do that webinar at our level, and that's the goal. That's why I give the promise to Amitji, hey, we want to do the business together. So we don't want to just invite for the gala, so that we can have something good relationship. Okay. Thank you very much for providing great hospitality in all your help. So let's give a round of applause to them.